Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn Class 9 Science Biology, Chapter 5 The Fundamental Unit of Life, Part 10. Dear students, do you remember we had learned the activity that how plant cells look under the microscope? We learned this activity for onion plant cell. If we look under the microscope, we are able to see nucleus, cell wall, cell membrane, and lots of empty space. Actually, the space which looks like empty, it is not empty. Just like a glass of water. Sometimes if we look a glass of water from a distance, it looks like empty, but it is not empty. In the same way, empty spaces present in plant cell is called as vacuoles. Today, we will talk about these empty spaces present in cell. So, let's begin with what is vacuole. Vacuole is a fluid-filled pocket or bag present in cell's cytoplasm. The word vacuole is a Greek word which means vacus, empty space. Now let's talk about the location of these vacuoles. Vacuoles are present in plant and animal cell both. But vacuoles are small sized in animal cells while plant cells have very large vacuoles. The central vacuole of some plant cells may occupy sometimes 50 to 90% of the cell volume. Now let's see the structure of this vacuole. Vacuole is a double membrane organelle found in cytoplasmic matrix of the cell. The membrane surrounding the vacuole is known as tonoplast. The components of the vacuole are known as cell sap. The membranes of vacuole are made up with phospholipids. Now let's see the functions of vacuoles. Vacuoles perform many functions in cell. Number 1 is food vacuole. Many cells take in materials from outside in the form of food vacuole and then digest the material with the help of lysosome present in cell. For example, amoeba. You can see here that amoeba creates pseudopodia to take food vacuole in it, and then with the help of lysosome, the food material present in food vacuoles digested by lysosomes. Second function, it provides turgidity in plant cell. So first, what is the meaning of turgidity? Turgidity is the state of being swollen, especially due to high fluid content. That is, if more amount of water is absorbed by the plant cell, the cell becomes turgid or swollen. In mature plant cells, small vacuoles absorb water and fuse to form a single large vacuole in the center of the cell. In this state become turgid. Also, plants do not have proper excretory system like animal cell. So, sometimes waste products are also stored in such vacuoles. In plant cell, vacuole is filled with cellular juices which dissolve various organic and inorganic substances. The third function is contractile vacuole. Some unicellular organisms use contractile vacuole for the elimination of waste from the body. For example, paramecium. Paramecium is unicellular organisms which use contractile vacuoles to eliminate waste from it. You can see here in figure. The first figure shows a vacuole fills with fluids, and when this vacuole is full, the vacuole contract and expelled out fluid from the cell. Another functions are many substances of importance in the life of the plant cell are stored in vacuoles. These include amino acids, sugars, various organic acids and proteins. Now let's compare plant cell and animal cell. Plant cells are larger in size, whereas animal cells are small in size. Plant cell has cell wall, whereas animal cell does not contain cell wall. Plant cell has large vacuole, whereas animal cell has small vacuoles. Plant cell has chloroplast, whereas animal cell does not have chloroplast. Plant cell has very few lysosomes or no lysosome, whereas animal cell has lysosome. Now let's talk about the organelles which are present in both animal cell and plant cell. Mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, rough and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, nucleus, cytoplasm, and ribosomes. Now let's summarize what you have learned. The fundamental organizational unit of life is the cell. Cells are enclosed by plasma membrane. The cell membrane is an active part of the cell which regulates movement of material between the cell and outer environment. In plant cell wall plays very important role which is made up with cellulose and provides turgidity and rigidity to the cell. Next is nucleus in eukaryotic cell, which is double layer membrane organelle which is called as control center of the cell. Next, we had learned about the endoplasmic reticulum, which is called as highway system of the cell, as it transports the material from nucleus to cytoplasm. Then we had seen the Golgi apparatus, which is consists of stack of membrane-bound vesicle, which functions storage, modification, and packaging of substances manufactured in the cell. Then we had seen the plastid, which is of two types. Chromoplast, which contains chlorophyll and are called chloroplast, which they perform photosynthesis, and leucoplast, which are colorless plastid. The main function is to store the materials. Most mature plant cells have a large central vacuole that maintain turgidity. Also helps storage of substances including waste. Prokaryotic cells have no membrane bound organelles. Their chromosomes are composed of only nucleic acid and they have very small ribosomes as organelles.